So, Windmill bike park today. I am actually riding with people here for a change, which will be really nice because normally I ride here on my own, which is okay, but sometimes it's nice to have some moral support, especially as I'm feeling a little bit sore today because I crashed into a tree at Bike Park Wales, which is all fine. I'm just very bruised, so a little bit stiff. So I've got my body armour on today, so I've got chest and front plates in. I've taken the shoulder plates out because I don't know how much that's actually going to help you unless you manage to perfectly hit your shoulder on the pad. Otherwise, most reasons for breaking your shoulder is having your arm out straight in front of you and then breaking your shoulder back that way. That's how you break your collarbone or your AC joint. So I opted to take those out, so see how it goes. If I still feel it's a bit uncomfortable having this sort of much stuff on, like a whole t-shirt underneath a top, then I might opt to go and buy some different body armour later, but we'll see how this goes. So I'm here with Amory, who's here already getting ready, and then we're meeting up with Jess a bit later. Look at the bike. Had to do a little bit of stuff to the bike on Thursday night when we got back. As I've been riding along, a massive stone flew up and hit my front chainring, bent some of the teeth, and then that damaged the chain, so had to replace it. So previously I'd been on a 28 chainring. I'm now on a 30, so I've got slightly higher top speed, so I need to be careful with that. A little bit harder up the hill, but it shouldn't make too much of a difference because I've got a couple of extra gears to what I did the last time I had that size chainring, because I was only on a 10 speed before, so I shouldn't really notice much different up the hill. And anyway, it's a pretty chilled out day, so I'm sure I won't need to thrash myself up. Mess that up. Whew, that wasn't too bad.
I'm happy, honestly, I am happy bringing up the rear.
Okay. He's lost his mud guard. It tried to come off last time it came down. Well, I don't know if it tried to come off, but it made a funny noise. This time it's actually gone, so he's just gone to find it. Stopped to have a little look at the guy looking at the pro line drop. It looks massive when you see someone stand next to it. nice chill day today. All the hard work was done at Bike Park Wales on Thursday, and this is just cruising and getting used to the bike with its new suspension setup, ready for next weekend, which won't be as jumpy admittedly, so it will probably feel even better. There we are. Yeah, that was fine when you go down. Yeah, if you don't brake on the wood, if you just...
Yeah.
Okay. So concentration city today, because a little bit faster on the trail, so I'm having to concentrate a bit more. I've been trying to get the first big jump on the Emparu line, but every time I get to it, I keep doing a panic break. So my target today, if it's the only thing that I do, it's going to be going to that jump without braking, and then I'll be happy. Again, apologies for less audio, but I really can't concentrate and give you running commentary at the same time. So I just need to get used to this ability of going that bit faster, get comfortable with it, and then I'll be back to talking. Right, let's try and do this without a break. Oh, nearly. route. Yeah, that was the best I've done that so far. Went over it twice without braking. Happy. Cased it a bit, so not ideal. However, for the third attempt at going over that, I'm pretty pleased. So all I need to do is basically practice it. So next time I come on my own, I'll probably just session that. It'll be a while, I expect, before I come back here, but at least I know that that first jump is possible now, whereas before I was like, there's no way I can clear that. But Bike Park Wales the other day and Dovey Bike Park really gave me the confidence now I can hold the speed now, and I know I can jump. So if something's bigger and it's got a gap in it, as long as I apply that same technique and don't do panic braking, I can actually jump and gap some quite big things now, which is a really good confidence boost. Not that that helps massively in enduro, of course, because there's not much of that kind of stuff in a race. However, it might be useful for certain trails in races, but also it means when I come out and play on my own, a lot more stuff is more open for me. Although obviously be a little bit careful and maybe ride that type of stuff with other people, just so if something goes wrong, you're not completely on your own. So nice and peaceful. It's not that busy here today. I thought it would be busier, but maybe everybody's travelling for the bank holiday weekend. But the weather is glorious, the trails are nice and dry, and it's lovely and shady in the trees as well, which really helps. So I appear to have lost everyone, but that's okay. Quite used to riding on my own, so it's not a massive issue. I'm sure they'll turn up eventually. Today, pretty tired from Bike Park Wales. I'm pretty sore because of the tree incident. So what I've been doing today is quite a bit of sessioning, which has been really good. So less full runs, but also less pushing up or pedaling up back to the hill. So what I'm going to do now is there's a couple of bits on one of the trails. I can't actually remember the name of it, but there was a couple of like little they're not massive drops, but they're a bit techie. And previously I've either avoided them or not done them very well. So I'm going to have a go and see if I can get them a bit better with the stuff that I've learned over the last couple of weeks and the newfound confidence. So we're going to play in here. It's nice and in the shade, so it's a bit more chilled out than some of the other parts of the hill that are a bit full on and a bit too hot for me today. The first one I want to have a look at is this one. It's not big, as you can see. It's like really tiny. Not big at all, but it's the distance that you got to cover. It's quite a gap. You come out of a really nice berm, so you should have good speed. So I'll push up the trail up there, and then you've got to land to here. And it's not going to be a problem because it's really quite small from the side. So worst case scenario, you're going to land on the flat, or just do a tiny little bit of a case. So there's not really any issue, but I'm going to try and see if I can cover that distance. That would be really quite a big achievement for me if I could do that, or nearly do that today, because previously I would have just gone round it. So let's give it a go. So dropping in from here should be fine. Doesn't look like anybody else is on the trail. At least you can't hear anyone, so it's like there's just nobody else about, full stop. I reckon people have gone home now, done a couple of hours, and that's them. Okay, not bad for first attempt. Still a case, but I could improve that quite a bit, I reckon. Attempt number 2. Oh, almost. Attempt number 3. There's a guy there, but I don't think he's moving anytime soon, so we'll just go. Right, let's do it again.